again for another Colourpop review. Today we have their brand new Star Wars palette. This is adding to their Star Wars family. I can't wait to share this palette with you as well as this look. I also do comparisons to a lot of other Colourpop palettes, so if that sounds good, let's go ahead and get started. So this is the newest addition to the Star Wars Colourpop palettes. This is the C-3Po eyeshadow palette, similar to our other Star Wars palettes, and it is available now. So if you do want to check this one out, I will of course link it down in the description box as well as my coupon code with Colourpop. It's just MakeupMolly5. Gets you $5 off your purchase. But like I said, I was very excited to see them releasing this one. Some of the other Star Wars palettes have really become staples in my collection. The Baby Yoda palette, the child palette, is like one of my hands down favorite palettes I own. I love that one. So I was always looking forward to seeing when they do these Star Wars palettes because I think that they have some like special quality in these. I feel like makes them a little bit better than the other Colourpop palettes. I don't know if that's just in my head, but they're always really good and I'm never disappointed with these. So I am going to show you how I got this look using the eyeshadow palette. Like I said, it is available now. It does retail for $16. And I am going to also show you some comparisons. I'm going to compare this to the Urban Decay Naked Honey palette and also show you side by side next to the other Star Wars palettes that we have, so that you can see kind of how they coincide, and if you have the other palettes, maybe you want to see how this would compare next to those. So I will show you that as well. I am filming it a little bit different, so let me know how you think this like filming setup is for the swatches and everything, and let's go ahead and start that now. Here is a look at the eyeshadow palette. It does have 9 different shades. Inside of here you have 5 shimmer shades, and then you have 4 matte shades.
Bolt, Droid, Tutaloon, Golden One, Translator, Eloquent, Companion, 6 Million, and then finally we have the shade Programming. Here are a look at all of the swatches. I side with the Mandalorian, the Darth Vader, the Child palette, and then lastly the Star Wars palette. Then comparing it to Naked Honey, if you have the Naked Honey, I'd say skip on this because they are pretty similar. Now that you've seen the swatches, comparisons, all of that good stuff, let's go ahead and get into this eye look. As always, we're going to start by prepping the lid. Look at this bruise. It's so intense. My son, Rowan, ended up throwing a wooden ball at my eye. Like, he didn't mean to, but he was trying to knock something down. Like, I was telling him to knock down a set of blocks with the ball. I should have known better, like, you know, it's a wooden ball. I probably should have told him to do that. I also probably should have moved myself out of like his direct contact, but nope. He threw it as hard as he could, and yeah, it definitely got me right in the eye. I knew as soon as he did it that it was gonna bruise because it hurt so incredibly bad. It was like one of those like full-on wooden balls. So yeah, so we're just gonna hope that that covers up with my undercover concealer that I love so much. All right, we're gonna go into the palette and go ahead and start. I think I'm gonna go in to Tatooine. I'm so sorry if I'm butchering that, but this shade right here, I still have never actually seen Star Wars, and I know a lot of people cannot believe that when I say this, but I don't know. I just have never been really intrigued by the movies. I always tell myself one day I'm gonna watch them, but I don't know. Even anything like Star Wars themed, like I love like these eyeshadow palettes. I think they're incredible, but like anytime I watch, like I used to watch Family Guy a lot, and I feel like the Star Wars episodes I've seen like enough to like know the storyline. I feel like a lot of shows have like Star Wars themed episodes, and I just feel like I don't know, I just can't get on with it. One of these times I'm gonna watch it, I promise you guys. I know that people get frustrated when people do reviews on stuff they don't know, but I feel like it's just makeup. We can all still like it even if I don't watch Star Wars. That shade is actually pretty nice. It's like a really nice yellow. So now let's go ahead and go into Companion here, and I'm gonna build that up a little bit more. Just kind of work small circular motions. Ooh, those two together are nice. I love like mustard shades, so that type of vibe is definitely something I'm into. Such high hopes for these palettes because I love the other ones so much, but so far mattes are good. Let's even deepen that up even further with this brown, and this one is called Programming. Grab a smaller brush, and I'm really just going to focus this right in like this eye socket out here and begin to blend it because I really just want the focus to be out in this outer portion of the eye. Like brushes like this are so helpful to just get right in there and place it where you want it to go.
Alright, now I'm going to take this middle shade, which is Translator, and I'm going to put this all over the lid. I was going to use my finger, but I have really long nails right now, and that's not been working out for me, so I'm going to use a brush. This is the E13 brush. I'm actually going to spritz it, because I do want this to be like really foiled on the lid. These 9pan palettes are the best because they do have those mirrors. Ooh, that is pretty. That looks really nice. It's kind of giving me Naked Honey vibes from Urban Decay. I wasn't even thinking to compare those palettes. But maybe I'll throw that in at the end and do like a little comparison, because now that I've got this on my eyes, I'm like, it really is definitely giving me like that honey palette vibes. But obviously Urban Decay is a much higher price point. And honestly, I do prefer Colourpop's formula to Urban Decay. All right, that is a pretty color. I really, really like this so far. I'm going to add the white in the palette. This is called Bolt. And I'm going to use this as an inner corner highlight. This is a Super Shock shadow. So it's definitely going to give us a nice, punchy, bright inner corner. I just love that they put the Super Shocks in the palettes now. I know they've been doing that for a while, but I just get excited when I have one in a palette. Oh, what happened here? Bring that down a little bit. I don't always do that, but I feel like it kind of works with this look. And then for lower lash, I'm just going to go into this shade right here called 6 Million. I'm going to bring that here on our lower lash line. Marry that with the other mattes that I used. I'm feeling this eye look. It's so, so pretty. We used almost every color in here, actually. The only shades that I didn't use were these 3. So I feel like I used all the rest of the shades in here. And I think this looks really, really nice. Ooh, I like it. Okay, let me add some mascara. I'm just going to do mascara today. No lashes. This is from Lawless. It's the One and Done mascara. I feel like I've been on a lash kick lately, and I've been using them so much, but I don't ever want to be a channel that only uses false lashes, because I feel like that's not very practical. And so I do want to always try to give you guys some more natural looks without eyelashes too. The wand on this kind of has like a spiky end to it, and it's so easy to get like these lashes that are out here. I feel like it really works well to grab those. Also, like when I go to the inner corner, it's great too. I've been really enjoying this one. Okay, here is our finished eye look. So pretty with just a mascara. I'm gonna zoom you out and get into my final thoughts. Okay, this is really, really cute. I love the eye look that I was able to create with this. I love these Star Wars palettes. I think the quality is amazing in these, and I just love all the fun and different color stories that they have, and I love that they're 9 pans. I love the little mirrors. I always really do enjoy these collaborations. I do feel like they're well thought out, and I do really like this one as well. I think that it isn't anything necessarily super special. If you have another, like, you know, yellowy palette in your collection, it's probably going to be very similar to that, but I don't think you'll be mad if you get this one. I think you'll really enjoy it. The quality was really great. I love this eye look that I did. I can't wait to use it again and try out some different looks as well. Hopefully you found this video helpful and all the comparisons were helpful. Please let me know down below if you're planning on grabbing this one. Again, my affiliate link and my code will be down in the description box. Thank you again, as always, for watching, and I'll see you very soon with a brand new video. Bye, friends.